Hey, welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. In this week's episode, we're going to look at 4 new internal storage solutions from RT-TCZ, so stick around. Hey, welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. We all know that in a Jeep Wrangler as well as a Gladiator JT, the internal storage leaves a little bit to be desired. That's why I've made a few videos already, but our good friends at RT-TCZ have sent us 4 more new internal storage solutions for us to look at. Let's have an unboxing, then we'll try putting them in the Jeep to see what we think. Our first new internal storage solution looks to be like saddlebags. They have these little tags on the side that looks like it gets held down by the bolts of the hardtop. And as you zip it open, there's a little partition you can put in, help stiffen it up and separate the storage areas. There's a little storage pouch on the front. It seems to have some MOLLE straps on the top. So let's see how this looks in the Jeep. So here in the back of the Jeep, there's 2 spots that aren't very useful at the moment, but we can use them for some internal storage. This sort of level shelf right here, not exactly level, but it is a space that we could possibly utilize for some storage. And on the other side, just above the subwoofer, it's kind of like a curved edge right there, but that seems to be a spot that we could possibly use for some storage as well. All we need is a couple, perhaps, storage bags from RT-TCZ. Let's have a look. So here's one of the storage bags, and you can see the MOLLE straps here that you could put things on top. You can open the lid and you can see there's storage that you could use on the inside, as well as these handy pouches here on the side. Now you can see there's a short little strap right here, and on this end a little bit longer. That tells you that this is the one that goes on the driver's side, because those straps would secure to the hardtop bolts, keeping this nice pouch in place. Let's install it. So now we have the 2 bolts removed, and we can now put the storage bag in place. We'll just line up these tabs where the holes are. So now you can see by looking at the bolts on the side, those tabs have been bolted down nice and tight. So that little storage bag can't fall out of that location at all, and I could start loading it up with all sorts of things. What are the kinds of things that you would keep in there? I'm thinking I'd have perhaps the remote for my winch, maybe some bungee cords, some ratchet straps, maybe some tools, or I could make this my first aid kit, or maybe some snacks. And that's pretty nice. And the beauty is that now we just have to install the one for over there. So we just follow the same process on this side. Just remove these bolts and then button down the storage bag that goes on this side. And the storage bag on the passenger side would have the long strap that would lead from the front back corner to the frontmost bolt, and the shorter strap right here, which would be connected to the middle bolt. And you can see how the straps hold the storage bag down with the hardtop bolts. And that's what the storage bag looks like here on the passenger side. And there it is on the driver's side. So you can see the storage bag here on the driver's side looks a little bit deeper than the one on the passenger side, because the passenger side has the subwoofer to contend with. But both bags are now bolted down, and they look like they provide a lot of storage space in an otherwise not very well used area. Not only do they have the pouches on the front, but there's also the MOLLE panels on the top. I think these are going to be very useful. What do you guys think? You can see all the space inside with the top lifted up, and this is the shallower one, which is above the subwoofer. The one at the driver's side is a little bit deeper. So now my assessment about these bags, the ones that go just behind the rear seat above the wheel wells, they're nice in that they've got the nice compartments in here, lots of storage space. They've got MOLLE straps where you can put little items like an X-Acto knife or your tire pressure sensor, things that could get lost or buried at the bottom of the center console. So you've got that there, and you've got a little pouch also here in the front. And I think these are two bags that I'm going to leave permanently mounted in my Jeep, because I'll be able to store all kinds of things. I know when I had my winch, I used the pouch that I had back then to store the winch control, so I'll likely do the same when I get a winch and store it in here right behind the driver's seat. So I like these. The next new internal storage item seems to be a nice little bag that has a nice handle on it and pouches on the side. And when you open up the bag, you could put again one of those stiffeners and dividers in there to help divide your items and stiffen up the bag. And it has these clips that you can put a carrying strap on, and here you can see how it'll fit in the back of the Jeep. In fact, it won't fit under the driver's side rear seat because of the legs, but it will fit under the central part as well as underneath the passenger rear seat. And then you can see here how it also can fit under the front driver's seat as well as passenger seat. So my assessment of this one is it's a well constructed bag. It's got a really nice handle. You can see how you can put the straps on it so you can carry it as a little suitcase if you wanted. And it's got storage pockets on the side. I think the nice flat sides here make it look nice and probably help it slide under the seat. So yeah, this one's not too bad. Now our third new storage item is also a bag that has these unique little straps on one side, and then on the other it has the MOLLE straps. Now the inside of this bag has a unique combination of different types of pockets. On one side there's a net that you can store things in, and then there's a flap and a pocket on the other side. And then of course this bag also has the ability to clip a strap to, so you can carry it using the strap. In fact, I didn't waste any time to use this new storage bag in my Jeep. I have it here in the rear cargo area where I store my tools and my tire repair kit. In fact, those handy buckle straps allow you to support this bag over any bar that you have in the Jeep, and you could store some nice items in some neat places. Now, this bag, I really wasn't sure what I thought about it at first. Just like the other bag that can slide underneath the rear seat, this will do the same thing. It also has the MOLLE straps, and it also has some straps over here, which can lend it to perhaps being mounted on the front grab handle in front of the passenger seat. And the amount of storage that this bag holds is quite significant. I've got a bunch of wrenches and tools that I usually keep in that little cargo area at the back of the Jeep. So now they're going to be kept in this nice sturdy bag. But this could be kept also for other things. It could be a first aid bag, it could be lunch, it could be also where you put some recovery gear. And as you can see, it fits nicely in the back of that cargo area section at the back of the Jeep. But it could also go under the rear seats as well as hang on the grab bar by these straps. So I'm going to be using this to hold tools stored in the back of my Jeep. Alright. Now the fourth new interior storage item is new in construction and design, but you may have seen something like this in a previous video. These are two bags that hang on the side roll bars behind the driver and the passenger seats. Aside from the fact that these bags are made of better quality materials, design features such as these clips give you some convenience features where you could put your keys or important items to access readily. Let's install these in the Jeep and I'll go over some of the features there. So you can see how I have the bag hanging here with one strap in front of the rear crossbar and another strap behind it. It's quite wide there compared to the J case. And then finally one at the back. And then the bag just suspends from the roll bar right there. Now on this side, which is the driver's side, there isn't a subwoofer and it doesn't quite fit up against the edge, as you can see right here. Now for me, I don't mind that, because if you remember the video that I made on how I packed the Jeep for camping, I put tarps and the camping table in that space back there. And then when you have it here, you can just pull the zipper and you have access to any kind of clothing that you want to store in that space. And then you've got those latches right there to hang things on, like a key or a whistle or definitely your bug spray perhaps. and there's a pocket there, and some MOLLE straps and some cam straps right there, some more pockets, and a pouch. So it fits okay on this side, but on the passenger side with the subwoofer, it sticks out a little bit more. But when we go camping, my wife really likes to hang that bag on that side, and she really likes the functionality that these types of bags give you for internal storage, especially when you're camping. Now, if you kept this up here all the time, I guess you could keep all sorts of things in it, but we use these when we go camping. Now, these bags, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with these bags. My wife loves them. She likes how things get oriented right next to her when she's camping and we're in the Jeep, because we like to sleep in the Jeep. And so she can have her clothes and her personal effects all organized really nicely, hung where this goes in the back of the Jeep. For me, I could take it or leave it. I just wish that they would fit a little better. They could be clipped to the roll bar, but then they just kind of hang there awkwardly. They're not a perfect fit. You know, there's other companies that sell these, and some are a little bit different. I've had a version of this before that didn't seem as well constructed. Like, this has got a hard back to it, and the fabric seems thicker, and the clasps here are better. It doesn't have a carrying strap here like the other ones did, but it is good quality. I just think they should just improve the shape of it so it fits, and it fits snugly against the roll bar a little bit better. But definitely though, these will be used when we're off camping this summer. So that's very interesting. We could always use some extra solutions for storage in our Jeeps, and maybe one of those might appeal to you. And if that's the case, stick around for the tips segment, because I have a discount code that you could use to help save some money. Now for some cheaper Jeeper tips. If you think that you might be interested in any of these or other RT-TCZ products for your Jeep Wrangler, I'll have a link to their website in the description section, as well as a link to all 4 products covered in this video. And don't forget, when you go to the checkout, to use the CJTV10 discount code, because it'll help you save 10% on your total purchase. And now let's hear from our subscribers. And now for subscribers tips. Our first subscriber tip actually is a question that stems from our Why I Bought Another Jeep video. Hey Cheaper Jeeper TV, are you heading to Bantam Jeep Festival in June? Signed, Davin 4XE. Hey Davin, I checked out the website, and I'm going to put a link to it in the description section in the video so that our viewers can check it out for themselves. As you can see in the few pictures that I have here, that event seems like it is a blast. I won't be able to go this year because we're moving, but maybe some of the viewers who check out the website may see this and go for themselves. Let me know what you think when you see the link to the website. And as I said, we are moving, so I am moving into a double car garage, and I plan to do a garage upgrade series of videos, Jeep Garage. So make sure you subscribe and you hit the alert bell so you don't miss that series of videos that will be coming out soon. And we have one more subscriber tip from the Easy Modular DIY hardtop lift video, where I showed you how you could remove the hardtop yourself in your driveway with this DIY device. Hey Cheaper Jeeper TV, you could probably get some carpet samples and put them at the end of those stake posts so you don't scratch your top. Signed, Spriteman Plus. Hey Spriteman Plus, great idea. Thank you very much. And if you have a subscriber tip that you'd like to share, please feel free to put it in the comments section below, as it may make it in an upcoming video. Thank you very much. Hey, that's it for this week's episode of Cheaper Jeeper TV. I hope that you found it interesting. If you did, how about hitting that subscribe button right there and the alert bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. Until the next time, I'm Dino for Cheaper Jeeper TV. Be well, stay safe, take care.